David, hello Valencia. This is Mike Starr. I was fortunate enough to be able to play, among other things, Mr. Mentalino in Dumb and Dumber, which I believe you're a fan of, and I love the fact also that you're a fan of Angelo Grotti. I'm going to have some of my tea right now. In The Office, I was lucky enough to be part of that too. Just my luck, as they say. It's from Uncle Rich, Aunt Lisa, Cousin Nicholas, TX. Does that mean Texas or is that someone's name? Well, anyway, I want to do this right. Big birthday coming up, 2-9 on November 3rd, and I hear they said you're the amazing nephew. So I call you the amazing David. And what do we got here? Just so I'm familiar with things like this, you're recovering from neck surgery and doing great, from what I hear, I suppose, and all sorts of wonderful things that we keep focused and doing great things and know that we just help the healing with our great attitudes. I've been through a few things in my life. Anyway, so you like to wake up? Up with my tea here. I think I got the strong English tea to do this right. And of course, I lament it with you. The Dodgers, just too many injuries, too many crazy things happened to them. This is an old Brooklyn Dodger hat from the 50s. I thought I'd show you. And Lakers looking good. They'll get it together. They're getting it together. Okay. So first of all, as Angelo Grotti, I'd like to say to you, to all of you, uncles, aunts, cousins, everyone, if it's not right, you send it back. If it's not 5 stars, you send it back and I'll redo it. So where were we? Okay, yeah, send it. What an experience that was. When they said cup of gabagool, I almost lost it. For taken from the Coca-Cola, the Diet gabagool, the way it's pronounced a lot of times, and then Northeastern Chicago, gabagool, the C becomes a G, and that was a lot of fun on The Office. It was just great being with them. What group of people. And speaking of a great group of people, I had Jeff and Jim and and Duff and Lauren Holly and the Farrelly brothers and the Hall of Fame hockey player Cam Neely, to just name a few. And he's a Hall of Fame human being. If you look him up, he played Seabass. I told everyone I was his personal acting coach. Now, it was very hard to keep a straight face when I'm supposed to be dying and they're going, pills are good, pills are good. And then one time Jim says to me, he leans in, he goes, Mike, he whispers during the take, as I remember, he goes, Mike, pump your legs hard twice. And the third time really shoved me back. So I was careful, but he came back in with the Venetian blinds. I just wanted to be hysterical, So, I did not know the world's most annoying sound was coming the first time. And people that know me intimately, they always like to laugh about that, with all my people might call neuroses or sensitivities. And it was like, I would bite my lip. And a lot of times I bite my lip not to laugh or do it as a character. Just the way I did, talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. There was a great guy on the great pub lunch place, and they had a few people at night, but right by the Queens courthouse there. I go with my parents, my wife, kids, my brothers, everybody, friends, and when he wanted to give you a hard time, he'd go, you, me, so it was Bill Mallon, it was great, and I thought I'd do that homage. I like to do homage or sneak inside jokes as long as they work for the character, so hopefully that did. My friend Fred Stoller, get off the phone. I had broken my finger playing fast pitch softball because I'm not very good at it, and I overreacted and I wasn't supposed to put that right hand in there. And that was a few weeks before, I think, in Central Park. Whatever it was, I had to wrap it, and they have what's called candy glass on them, which is pretty tough, and you got to be careful with. If you want to have fun, freeze frame that. You'll see the stunt coordinator is the one that takes the punch, and we had to time it just right. That when my fist came, he went da 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 da. And they had to resheet these things. I think we were out in Utah like 2 in the morning doing that, 2 or 3 in the morning, and oh God, the Farrelly, Peter would prank me. I'd break balls with Bobby Farrelly, and just really on and off the set was so much fun. Jim would see me in public. I could be doing an interview, just talking to people at a restaurant. He'd lean in and go, "You are such a liar." So, yeah, there was just laughs all the time. And, after all, David, I just got to say, I'm just a businessman, a salesman on his way to a business luncheon in Davenport. I was wondering if you could give me a ride. So, what does Jim say something about? We normally don't pick up hitchhikers. I had great talks with Jeff and laughs, a lot of laughs. I watched hockey with Jim Carrey, and it was playoff time. And the Farrelly brothers, the people they knew, they don't forget anyone. And they had different friends come to the set, and it was just, well, I hope the sound is right. I hope the lighting's right. Everything's here. Am I in the shot? I'm doing this with my new iPad my wife got me, and I'm hoping it's coming out right. Like I said, if there's anything wrong at all, you send it back. So, where else were we? Okay. Jim, Devin, Farrelly Bros, great, just great guys. And I look forward to see Jim and Jeff, and anything. I'm going to try to see, Jeff's going to be on Broadway. Valencia, California, many years ago, was like one of the first places I heard, wow, Valencia. And I think that the Cal Institute of the Arts was just starting up then. And I remember in the early 70s hearing about that and thinking, hey, maybe that's where I should go for grad school or whatever, oh my God, I am so sorry I didn't mention Indy. Indy, your excellent Chihuahua dog. Oh God, my friend, classic Polish character, X this, X that did. He lives in Australia. And he had this for 15 years, but was able to sire. He's got so many Chihuahuas out of it, and a little bit of a mix. And I did a soap opera. Oh God, my friend Mike Bottalucco went to Boardwalk Empire and said, jump in and play this character, Angelo, of course, right? And it was Young and the Restless. Wonderful people and very talented people. And they made me, of course, a mobster in Wisconsin, so I was visiting, and the bit they had was I was able to have a therapy dog for my anger, and it was a Chihuahua. And the first one was somewhat jumpy, and you'd warn people. The animal handler, the trainer and whatnot would say, don't reach out at it. And you tell people, and they wouldn't believe me. Like, all right. And I used my friend Denny Harper, who said he was half Apache, one of the last U.S. cavalry in the 30s. He told me an old Apache trick with horses. I would breathe on yummies and feed it to the Chihuahua. Eventually, they got another Chihuahua because this one did not behave exactly the way they wanted on camera all the time. But I was walking around with a Chihuahua for a bunch of times. Fantastic. Oh, that's great. I love that. I can't wait to tell my friend Schmietzky, Chris Schmietzky, I'll tell him out in Australia that I did this for someone who has a Chihuahua dog. Oh, he's always showing me. That's classical. That's so great when we do FaceTime together. What else? You live in Valencia. Okay, that's cool. And I know you're doing great in your recovery. And I try to do the best because family and friends. I mean, I always try to do really well, but it's always special to me, especially when people care so much. When you know that people care about you and they take the time to do this, and I'm humbled and honored that someone would ask me that maybe, hey, it could mean something, hey, and they're calling you amazing, and I think they're quite phenomenal, and that's great. They care so much, and it's great to be loved. Believe me, I know. Hey, and I'm grandpa now, so family, friends, it's so great. You cherish this time, this magical number that you're having. And I wish you nothing but the best on your birthday and blessings and so many more and everybody. And to the point when you all be together and heal and do great. The recovery sounds tremendous. We help ourselves every day with that. Been through a few things and that's great. So let's sing together, okay? Happy birthday? No, I didn't say happy birthday. I got a special request here from your fabulous relatives here. You ready? Come on, you know what I'm going to do. Come on, everybody. Uncle Rich, Aunt Lisa, Cousin Nicholas. Are you in Texas or is it TX? Feel it's Texas, but I just like to cover all the bases here. All right, you ready, David? Ready? Oh, not happy birthday. I said 1, 2, 3. Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Mockingbird. Every. Guys! Can we just play the radio? I'll live. One of my favorite lines, though, can come out if they separated this. What was Mental says, you don't kill who you don't know. That's a rule. I have to tell people when they want me to send something nasty to a friend or they think it's funny or whatever to someone. I always say, Joe Mental says, you don't kill who you don't know. That's a rule. But anyway, as taking the antacids, I go, I'll live. But, as Jim said, check please. Well, I wish you all the best and blessings, and I poured out my heart here, not my liver, as they said on the honeymoon. I just all the best. Cherish all your relationships. Love families and friends that do things like this. Thank you again. All the best. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.